South Dakota State, they gave the Bison quite a run, and it was a three-headed monster quarterback. Just looking at what they were able to accomplish, the Jackrabbits. Is it nice that they were facing a team that you had recently played, so you know the personnel and everything as far as you're watching tape?
That's always good when you have a good flavor on who you're playing. And actually, this is the first time I've seen them on video, because on all of our crossover games, we haven't gotten South Dakota State yet. So this is the first time I saw them. But, you know, the quarterback three-headed monsters, because I don't know the extent, but the quarterback went down. And then they put another guy in, and then for whatever reason, they put 13 in to finish the game. I don't know if they were unhappy. He throws the ball better. I've been spending the last blank hours trying to figure out why they put 13 in the game. But they look kind of like they're clones. They both are very good runners, decent runners, I should say, very good. Mm-hmm. And they throw the ball well and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see who they play. We don't know who they're going to play, and I'm not even sure what the extent of the knee injury is. So.
Does that add a challenge for you at all, not knowing what quarterback you're going to go up against?
My opinion is no, and the reason why is because when you watch when the other quarterbacks came in, they ran the exact same offense. It wasn't like this guy's an option guy or this guy's a drop back guy, so they changed their whole scheme. Their scheme was exactly the same. They ran the exact same plays. Probably 13 ran the ball just a tad more, but their offense stayed exactly the same. So that's why I don't think schematically it's not a change. It's just who's in there.
Now with that, I mean, are they more of a balanced running and throwing, or more of a run? Yeah.
I think they're a little bit more of a run team. They're more of a running football team. They want to establish the run. Stiggs is a old school defensive guy, so he wants to establish the run and throw the football, and they're going to put a lot of people inside the box there, and they want to go pound you. They got your typical, you know, Dakota's type of linemen, you know, big old corn-fed 320-pound kids who are very strong and physical, and they want to pound the football and then play action you, and they don't really get into a big five-step drop-back passing situation until, you know, third downs for the most part.
And what about the defense? What was the defense doing well against the Bison?
They just do their thing, and they're very gap-oriented. They're very gap-sound. You know, they actually did exactly what we did. The Bison only got, I'm probably not going to be exact on this, they had 3 big plays against them, and 2 of them went for touchdowns. They had a 46-yard or 40, I don't know what yard line was, a 52-yard run and a 71-yard run for a touchdown. So to win the game, it was a 4th and 1 back on the 29-yard line. And they were just trying to get the first down, and 2 missed tackles, it's out the gate, and they scored a touchdown. So 3 big plays got South Dakota State. They're very sound, they're gap-oriented, and the kids play hard, and they're very physical defense.
With Peyton, he was throwing in the small windows. He started the game 6 of 6. What did you see from your quarterback? Especially, I like the beginning of the 4th quarter, moving the ball vertically. It seemed like the Bears were able to march that ball and get that score.
We were marching very well. What happens is, I always come back to this, is certain things that we believe in the program, and one is key down, and it's third down. And if you look at the stats, which we weren't very good on third downs, I understand that. We were 5 of 14 or 5 of 15. The but part is, 4 of those third down conversions were on the touchdown drive. There's a high correlation when you're making third downs and you're you know, moving the ball down the football field on third down. So we go 4 third downs in that play. And it wasn't like all, the other thing that was crazy was one was a 3rd and 1, one was a 3rd and 6, one was 3rd and 9, one was a 3rd and 12. So we capitalized on those third downs, and we end up with points. You know, this isn't rocket science, this is football. It's called execution.
Just the attitude of your team, let's say, now defensively things have been on the rise. Going into this last, we talked about those 3 in a row, North Dakota State, Northern Iowa, and now South Dakota State. Just the attitude of the team, where's everybody at going into this game?
I think the attitude and the culture of our team is fantastic. I keep repeating myself. And the difference is these guys love to win, they love to compete, and they haven't won. They work their tails off. They work so hard out there, okay? They're very united with each other, and their work ethic is impeccable. And back in the old days, you'd lose a game, I thought there was a party going on. I thought we won games, okay? Now it's unbelievably somber. It's somber on Sundays, and they just want to win just as bad as I do. So, you know, we dust it off. The seniors come in. We have their, excuse me, everybody. How you notice that are the same guys coming in and keeping their same routine on a Monday. It's exactly the same. Guys are in here watching video. We have our senior meeting. They all break from their senior meeting. They go watch video. They go down and get their treatments. So they keep their routine consistent, which eventually things are going to happen well for us around here.
You anticipate any changes for you guys and lineup-wise? Just trying to get people experience these last few weeks now that you're out of playoff contention?
No, I don't think that way, Wyatt. I don't think that way. I'll never think that way. No, we're going to stick to our plan where we're going to get some guys experience because of the redshirt rule, like we always have. And if you've taken notice, we've done that for every home game and we actually won away game because of an injury. So we're going to take our guys and we're going to make sure the guys that we have earmarked, unless something happens and we have to use them, we've had a plan since day one how we're using these kids. So those kids are playing in the football game. That has nothing to do with the comment about out of playoff contentions. I'm trying to win the South Dakota State football game. And there's going to be some guys out in there that are going to redshirt, that are going to play. Just like if you saw last week, we used 3 players in that football game that are on the track to redshirt. But that's premeditated because we think those guys can come out there. And the comment always is, can they help us win and can they do that job? It's not to get them experience, it's can they do that job and help us win? Oh, and then they'll give us experience. It goes in that order.
You anticipate using that at quarterback? I heard that you guys were warming up Ty during the game at one point.
I don't know where you heard that from. I don't know where you heard that one from. Ty might have been warming someone else up. Or maybe he was keeping warm, I don't know, but I don't know where you heard that one. That was when Ty was warming up.
Can you
Let's
talk?
put it this way, it didn't come from me.
Just comment a little bit on Lovelace, his play this year, and what he contributes to the defensive side.
Oh, Tyler's really intelligent. Tyler's play is, he's got like a knack for the football. You know, he just kind of seems to be around the football. He's got 2 interceptions, I think, and the fumble recovery. He does a really good job of being where he's supposed to be. He does a really good job of helping out, setting the defense, you know, with the front 4 guys. He's really blossoming into a really good linebacker.
Anything else with that? No? Coach, with the injury with the South Dakota State quarterback, is that crack a door open, an opportunity, something that you guys could take advantage of, you think?
I don't think so. I don't. I kind of feel bad for Stec that they lose their starting quarterback, you know. Now, when I say they lose, I'm assuming that because I saw the hit on video. So I'm just making that assumption. So I feel bad for them. I don't look at that. You know, when I look at video and I talk to our players, to me, you made fun of me the other day, I just see colored jerseys and numbers. And I worry about schemes and how we have to execute and not so much about them. So I don't make a big deal out of that. Because when you do, the backup comes in and kicks your butt.
I guess just talk a little bit about making a lot of catches, getting in the flow of the offense, just how things have been progressing here.
I think it's just like, you know, make a play, your number's called, so it's not say like the person, it's just whenever they want you to have to make a play, you have to. So that's kind of like the flow of offense, I'd say. And that's how I play.
Last game, it looked like brought in a couple of different tight ends, giving a little bit of a different look. And did you find that was effective getting open?
For sure. I mean, the coaches put us in the best position like to make plays, so I feel like anything they do is in everyone's best interest. So it's not really who's out there; it's just what the coach thinks is best.
What about this gauntlet you guys have been running through with the number 1 team in the country, the number 11 team, and then you come with the number 5 now? They were 3. Just talk about the Valley and how rugged and tough it is.
For sure, the Valley's a tough conference. You always have that like middle of the season where you hit a bunch of tough teams, and you know we hit 3 in a row. So every team we play is actually really good. So it's just a week-to-week basis, and that's just one thing I have to go through in the Valley. It's a tough conference.
Do you feel yourself improving with, you know, playing the best to be the best kind of thing?
Oh yeah, for sure. To be the best, you have to beat the best. So that's a great thing. We get the opportunity every week to play the best teams, and we want to take advantage of that.
What's it like to receive a ball from Peyton? Because I know on TV they were just saying that he was throwing in these windows, these small windows he was right on when he's right on.
Yeah, Peyton, he's a great quarterback, so you always have to keep your eyes open and downfield because you never know when you'll get your opportunity. So that's the main thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When the play kind of breaks down a little bit, you got to keep your eyes open because he may whip it at you.
They always preach scramble during work on it in practice, so everyone just has their assignments, and you just keep the play alive basically because you never know what can happen. So Peyton's good at keeping plays alive. He's a great quarterback. So yeah.
What do you think the attitude of the team is going through this right now?
I feel like everyone's hopes are still up. Like Stec was saying, everyone's kept the same routine and getting in here and getting film in and studying our opponent. We still have to play for seniors, with that said, so we still want to send them out well, and that's what we play for. We play for like your teammates.
You mentioned studying your opponent. What have you seen from South Dakota State so far?
They're a very great team. They're the number 2 team in the nation and played North Dakota State close, and we all know North Dakota State is great also. So we just want to focus on playing our game, and really that's what we want to do.
Just starting off South Dakota State this week, what have you guys seen on film?
We know they're a strong offense. You know, offensively, they like to run the ball, and we kind of know what we're going to expect. I mean, I've seen them for the past 4 years, so kind of the same type of thing with them every year.
You've been a big part of this defense so far this year. You lead the team in turnovers, both interceptions and fumbles recovered. How do you put yourself in that kind of position to make big plays like that?
You know, I just know my job, you know, within the play call. I just know what I'm doing, and I just try to do that to the best of my ability and just try to make a play.
And then the flip side of that coin, there's been a couple games in a row without a turnover force on the defense. What do you guys got to do to get another stop in that column?
You know, we just keep doing what we got to do in practice. You know, keep practicing punching out the ball, you know, dropping to our spots where we need to be, and the ball come to us, we'll make a play.
The numbers, the score doesn't show it, but how much fun are you guys having on defense? Because, I mean, it really shows, especially, in that early part of the game. I mean, you guys are flying around. It's just a lot of fun to watch, I'm sure, on the field, playing for each other. It's got to be great.
Yeah, well, you know, when everybody's doing their job and all 11 are just getting the job done, it's a lot of fun, and we have a lot of fun together, so.
Where do you kind of find your motivation on the football field?
My motivation comes from my family and just, you know, just playing ball. I've been playing ball my whole life, and I just really enjoy being out there.
What kind of feeling do you get whenever you step on the field, especially for a big game against a ranked opponent like that?
You know, I don't get too high or too low for certain games, but it's just football. You know, it's a game. You know, and I like playing it.
And then how else do you want to see your play grow over these last month of football?
You know, I'm just trying to be the best player I can be this year and finish out the year strong, especially on defense. Keep getting takeaways, keep doing what we do.
Now, with the starting quarterback going down, unsure if he's coming in, you saw two other quarterbacks on the tape there. Are they all the same, and you can replace really anybody, and they still are going to have the same kind of offense, right?
Yeah, you know, they practice the same way any other team practices. You know, they're second, third string. They're going to know the plays just like the first string will. So we'll prepare the same way because all of them can get the ball down the field and all of them can run. So we'll have something for them.
Tyler, this is your first year at Missouri State, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, so just starting off, what's it been like so far playing with this defense?
Oh, it's been lovely. I really like it. Everywhere I've been, you know, I've been pushing, working my butt off, but here it's just so different. Everybody, you know, we're all committed in, listen to the coaches, just trusting the process. It's gonna pay off.
You got a lot of good upperclassmen above you with McNeese and Angelo, but especially Tyler. How has it been with those guys in the linebacking group?
Oh, it's been great because little things that I don't know, you know, they pick up on it for me. If I have a question, you know, I just ask them. They make everybody around them better. You know, it's like that little aspect of the game where, oh, I might have missed this gap. I know I can count on each and every one of them to be there for me.
How would you describe the player that Tyler is over there?
Oh, he great. He potential like out of this world. And like he said, every day he's coming in, he's grinding, he loves what he does. So it's carrying on to each and every one of us.
Just the feeling right now, because, I mean, these have been hard games. These are top 25 opponents. You got another one coming up. But just right now, just your mindset, linebacking crew's mindset, defensive, Bears mindset, what's it feel like right now?
Honestly, it's really a great feeling because playing in this conference, you can't ask for much more. Just being on this stage and this spotlight and like we always say, like Coach always said, we're going to play our speed, we're going to stick to the game plan, we're going to just fly around and hit people.
And also with the quarterback situation, I mean, just not knowing really who you're going to prepare for, but all three are on tape. Just what do you see from that? Not a big difference, not a big drop-off?
Not really, because at the end of the day, whatever coach says, that's what we're going to do, and we're going to execute it to the best of our ability. In the last few games we've been playing, that's what we've been doing, and we've been showing it. So just like we're going to have to prepare for them, they're going to have to prepare for us.